What's up guys, this video we're going to show you how to be flirty without being sexual over text. This is perfect for girls who are a bit more conservative, or simply if you're a guy who's a little bit more low-key and you don't like being sexual over text but you still want to have that strong man-to-woman frame. We're going to show you 3 different examples so you guys can see exactly how it's done. We're going to go in order from the most mild flirting to the most spicy. So this is Hinge and the girl likes this photo, which is typically what happens on Hinge, right? Girls don't really want to send an opener because then they have to think of something creative, so they'll just like your photo. He says, someone's cute as fuck, how's it going? I think you must be talking about yourself. It's going well, been traveling and pretty busy, so sorry for late reply. Sounds like fun. Where'd you travel to? Hope you brought back a souvenir. And again, this is a little bit of playful teasing, which counts as flirting. I've been to see family in NCMA in upstate New York. Then I went to Turks and Caicos for a week or so ago. Damn, this chick travels a lot. Damn, sounds like a lot of good traveling. Turks and Caicos is amazing. They have amazing beaches there, I remember. They really do. It was stunning. I would go back eventually, probably after visiting other places first. Do you like to travel? Now, so far, this is mainly just, rapport building, kind of him having convo with her, which is totally fine. It's okay to just have a regular convo with a girl, build some rapport, right, before you get into the flirting. No issue there. Love how adventurous you sound. Yes, I love to travel. I've had a few big trips this year. Have one more coming up in October that I'm looking forward to. Oh, fun. Where are you going in October? Oh, she's a night owl too. I love to see it. I'm going to South Korea with one of my close friends. So there's a little bit of flirting here when he says, oh, she's a night owl too. So he's playfully teasing her. So this counts as flirting. Oh, for sure. It's a blessing and a curse. That sounds amazing. You're going to have such a dope experience. Yeah, super pumped for it. I'll make sure to bring you back a souvenir, also some mild flirting. So what do you like to do for fun besides talk to handsome men late at night and travel? So this is more like moderate flirting. So now he's stepping up the flirting a bit. She sends the 2 laughing, dying emojis. I'm all over the place. I like to watch TV and movies, go to coffee shops, go to the park, or things like smorgasbord, hang out with friends. Been trying to get back into art and design stuff, playing beach volleyball league, suck dick. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm horrible and smoke, ha ha ha. It's so funny because like the last thing just contradicts like all the other things she said, or at least the volleyball and whatnot. And then she says, each be you. Wow, we have a lot of similar interests. I'm super creative, so I like to make music and I do photo editing. Love staying active and working out and going on walks, amongst other things. I was actually at Smorgasbord on Sunday with a friend who was visiting. Again, more rapport building, which is totally fine. I have so many photos to edit right now. I think that will be my whole day tomorrow and then some, haha. Love being active when I can and fun. These types of things are always great to bring people visiting to that isn't like super touristy. Haha, definitely. What area are you in, by the way? I'm in blah, blah, blah. I'm in blah, blah, blah. Like right next to blah, blah, blah. Oh, perfect. Not too far. You seem cool. I'm not looking for anything serious right away, but if you're down to have a drink, flirt, and see what happens, drop me your number and I'll send you a text. Now, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this message. I think this is a little bit too much. Like, he's addressing concern doesn't exist. Like, I don't know why he's talking about, he's not looking for anything serious. Like, she didn't say that. So the way I would kind of rephrase this, I would say like, oh, cool, that's not too far. Anyway, we should get together for a drink sometime soon. Or like, anyway, you seem pretty cool. We should get together for a drink sometime soon. Drop me your phone number. That's a much better way of phrasing this than, throwing that whole thing like, oh, I'm not looking for anything serious. It's just that there's nothing wrong with telling a girl that. It's just, this is the wrong place to do it. And then she doesn't respond, so he waits like, I guess, 3 weeks. He double texts her, haha, or we could use smoke signals instead, but if you're not down, let me know and I'll leave you be. This is a good takeaway, right? This is a takeaway you want to use if a girl's not responding. She says, hey, smoke signals might work best at this point. No, sorry. I'm all seriousness. I was on vacation for a week and then I actually ended up in the hospital for a week. Damn, I wonder what you did. I'm still recovering, but definitely doing better. I'd be down for a drink once I'm more fully recovered. All good, glad to hear you're doing better. Texted you. And yeah, this is why it's important sometimes to follow up and double text, even sometimes triple text, right? As long as you wait a period of time, because sometimes girls just forget to respond. That happens quite often, right? And especially because you have a lot of competition, a lot of guys hitting up the girl. So it's very important to be persistent. Like if you just give up as soon as the girl starts responding, you're going to leave a lot of opportunities on the table, especially the hottest girls. You're going to have to be quite persistent with, right? Okay, you're not going to get like a 9 from Tinder just by like, you know, just fucking off every time she just gives you a mild amount of non-compliance. But overall, I would say this is a good example of mild level of flirting. He alternates it with banter, which is totally fine, right? But now let's take a look at a conversation that involves a bit more flirting. So this is Bumble. And Bumble, the girl has to open you, although they're changing that nowadays moving forward, but must have happened before that. Yeah, May 6, 2022. She says, hi, I was waiting for you to message me. So this is a message that I really like to use on Bumble, and a girl just sends you kind of a generic opener like, hey, what's up, or hi. I just say this. And then they typically will say, oh, why so? In this case, she didn't, but anyway, the response is quite solid anyway. She says, hi, handsome, nice to meet you. How's your Friday going? Careful, blank. With such a cute compliments like that, you might end up getting yourself a hot date. So this is definitely a very, very flirty message. It's going well, having a few drinks with friends, watching the hockey game. How's your Friday fun day going? I would love a hot day with you. So we're literally less than 2 screenshots in, we're 1 screenshot in, and the conversation is definitely heating up already. I worked Friday and off today. What are you doing? Went to my mom, spent time in the pool, and cooked some food on the grill. Good girl. Do you like wine? Now look, in this context, saying good girl is totally fine. In fact, I would say it's encouraged. But if the conversation had been purely logical, right, you probably don't want to say that because that can set some girls off. But given this context, it's totally fine. It sets the right frame. I'm at a pool too. Do you have Instagram, love? I like whiskey. What do you like to drink? Going to be looking nice and tan. Where are you from originally? The only change of word I would say is going to be looking nice and tan for our date. That's the only thing I would add. No Instagram for me, no social media, deleted them to focus on work and life. I enjoy wine, rum, whiskey, open to trying pretty much anything. Now look, this is going to be a good example of how you can actually get dates, you know, meet up with girls from dating apps if you don't have any social media. However, I would say that having an Instagram definitely will make your life easier. I personally know several people who have no Instagram, no social media, and they still get laid from dating apps. But again, it's going to be a bit harder. I'm from Colombia, my dear. How about you? And then she says, okay, with a bunch of emojis. I'm from Florida. I love Colombian women. They're curvy, cute, passionate lovers, easygoing, fun. Always have a great time with them. So again, he's kind of qualifying here a little bit. And yeah, you can see this is very flirty. He's saying that they're passionate lovers, right? That in and of itself is a pretty fucking flirty message. Yes, we are. I'm glad you like us. We love gringos, right? So she's mirroring back his energy. We're going to have so much fun together. We should split a bottle of whiskey sometime soon. Please, sometime this week. I'm available after 6 p.m. Just let me know. How's your schedule this week? Shoot me a number. We'll figure out a day and time for this week. Let's move on to actually one of mine. So this is probably going to be the most flirty example out of these 3. This is one of mine when I was in Poland, which was, I guess, like 6 years ago. But I think this one's really good because I'm quite flirty with this girl without actually being explicitly sexual. And in countries like Poland, you typically don't want to be too sexual. Sometimes you can get away with it, but again, certain more conservative countries, you want to be more like implicitly sexual / flirty rather than like outright sexual. And also, this was a message I used to use quite often when the girl didn't have body pics, but she looked like she could be attractive. There's a better way to do it, which is basically you ask the girl for her Instagram, but it's work, and I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I have so many matches, let's just roll the dice. And what I've noticed, actually, that's something interesting. You know the kind of girls that get butthurt about this? The secret fatties. The girls who are attractive, like 90% of the time, they're like, yeah, whatever, and they'll just kind of laugh along. Question, yes, I don't see any body pics. Are you some kind of secret fatty? No, I'm size M in clothing stores, but that's mainly because of boobs. I like that. Perfect, me too. So here I'm just like kind of like, you know, taking the piss. She's like, haha, if you want to check my Insta, there's my body somewhere. That's how you get the IG followers. She gives me a winky face. I say, how goes your Friday? Because again, I can tell this thread is dying, so I'm gonna change gears, talk about something different. Great, visiting fam, enjoying the big ships in Szczecin port. Where's that? American here. Poland, west side, Oder River, huge port, lots of fun. Nice. No invite for your Tinder crush though. So again, here's me making things a lot more flirty, right? So again, this is a very flirty message. Haven't been on vacation for a while. Due this month, I'm pretty busy traveling. I saw Boston in your profile. I spent a whole year in Newton, MA. Small world. I had a lot of friends from there. Why Newton? I was an au pair and needed a break, so I chose US. Didn't matter what city back then. Haha, I had a girlfriend who was an au pair back when I lived in Boston. This is actually a true story. I didn't make this up. I'm not surprised to hear that. I had a boyfriend from Newton. He probably loved that sexy little Polish accent. So I'm alternating rapport building, like you saw in the previous examples, with flirting. He really did. Not only that, oh shit. I think we all know what she's getting at. Haha, oh really? Oh yeah, it's hard to resist being around me. And here, what I don't want to do is just basically start like over salivating about her, like, oh yeah, like, because you're so hot, right? Like, you don't want to go in that direction. You want to play a little bit coy. I say, I'll be the judge of that with a winky face. When do you come back? She says, Sunday with a winky face. Perfect, we should get together Sunday evening. Okay, but not late evening because I don't live in Warsaw. I need to get trained in a reasonable time. Now, the cool thing is that in Poland or Eastern European countries, girls will actually like take the train, like put in effort to see you if they set up a date with you, right? Versus in America, they might say they will, and then like 70% of the time they'll flake. I say, sounds good, say 6, yeah, good. Cool, do you have WhatsApp? She says, yes, I do, but maybe I'll give you my number after meeting just to make sure you're not a freak. Again, if this happened in America, I'd be like, she'll probably flake. But again, in countries like Eastern Europe, the flake rate is like less than 5%. So I'm like, yeah, she's literally probably had bad experiences, and I'm still sure she's gonna show up. And she did. Don't judge too soon. So here's a little bit of, I guess, a language translation error. So she thinks I'm talking about her, versus I was making a joke that I'm a shy virgin. But anyway, I say, do you like wine? Only dry. I should say like, well, that's gonna be the opposite of your pussy. No, I'm just kidding, that would be way too much overkill. I say, good, let's just put a ball on my super romantic patio. She says, sounds good, do you live alone? Now this is a great question to have a girl ask you. When a girl asks you this is literally a step below, do you have condoms? This means the girl is actively thinking about fucking you, right? Otherwise, why would she ask that question? I say, yep. She says, nice. I give her my address. She says, I'm jealous because I guess the area I was staying in was nice. And then she says, will you get out to pick me up? And the answer for this is always yes. It doesn't hurt you to literally walk outside your apartment and greet the girl. I say, yep, just let me know when you're here, okay? Hey, still good for tonight? Sure, maybe sleepy though. Tough flight. Oh, she's gonna be Sleepy Joe. I say, maybe I'll give you one of my famous massages. Sounds good, but you have to be careful so I won't be too relaxing. I may fall asleep then, right? I just give her a winky face here. So again, I could definitely be a lot more sexual here. I could be like, oh, don't worry, I have a few methods that will keep you awake, right? So that's something I could do. But again, I just play pretty chill. She says, I guess you know a way to keep me awake, winky face. And then she says, I should be there in 5. Cool, just message me when outside. Here, coming, spelled C-U-M. And yeah, from here, it was pretty easy. She came over, we had a drink. 20-30 minutes in, we were having sex. And again, big part of that is because a lot of the heavy lifting was done over Tinder, right? At this point, all I had to do was show up, not have some kind of seizure, basically banter with the girl, and then escalate, and bam. So as you guys saw in these examples, it's absolutely possible to be very flirty over text without actually coming off as sexual. And this can be useful for a variety of reasons. Maybe you're talking to a girl who's more conservative, someone who's religious, or maybe you're traveling to a different country, somewhere like Poland or Saudi Arabia, where being sexual is not a good strategy. Or maybe you're the type of guy who really doesn't like to sexualize over text. That's really just not your style. Or perhaps you work a sensitive job where if someone screenshots you being sexual and saying, I like to eat that pussy, that could get you fired. Either one of these are good reasons to not be sexual, but at the same time, you can still be flirty, so you set that nice man to woman frame. Also, important thing to keep in mind, as you saw in these examples, you don't want to be flirty 100% of the time. You want to alternate between being flirty to building banter to just kind of having a regular discussion with a girl, and also doing logistics and moving things forward, right? That's where really the magic formula is. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, show us some love by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, clicking the bell for notification, and sharing this video with a few friends, because that really helps us in the algorithm. Also, if you want to find out how good your text game is, take our free text game quiz. Link in description. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.